Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Terrapins will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Judicials offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Here comes the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
The Judicials line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Maryland's offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces to run.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll will just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. A design run for the quarterback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
A nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
And the Judicials will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch near the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the air, it's Washington. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the quarterback hauled up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Judicials will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Goes to the option. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. A run for the quarterback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
Gets the back moving. Off play action on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Calls his own number. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit.
Breaks into the open. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it. He's looking deep. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Washington. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. He picks it up, still on his feet. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to them.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Washington. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass on the fly motion. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fullback's got it. Powers through the defender. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up by 17 over Oregon State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Takes the handoff. It's O'Neal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the judicials send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the run, it's O'Neal. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs through the tackle. Gets it past the marker. Turning it on! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Terrapins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires downfield. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Terrapins are on the move. They'll give it to the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line.
Here we go.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Let's go. Let's go.
Look out, he's got room. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And the Judicials decide to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
Sends it back in motion. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Punt is on its way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it after 25.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback. But those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coates. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff to the lone back. Fights off a defender.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Judicials will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And some room to work.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.